Greetings folks, welcome to Bob of All Trades. This AORUS 17G is so good that I almost don't see the need for their AERO lineup anymore. That's right folks, you guys asked for it, Gigabyte made it. They do listen, and what they have made here is an AORUS laptop that has all the things that we like from their AERO line, and of course includes all the things that we like from their AORUS line in a laptop that is so good, we don't even need that anymore. Let's get into it. The AORUS 17G is a 17-inch laptop, hence the name, with a silver CNC aluminum chassis, racing inspired on the label and racing inspired in reality. This model is equipped with an 8-core i7, the RTX 2070 Super, 16 gigabytes of dual channel memory which is upgradable. There's two M.2 slots for storage that are nicely labeled for compatibility. This model has a Samsung 512GB NVMe drive. The network interface card is the AX1650X Wi-Fi 6. The large 94 watt-hour battery taken from their AERO line is good for 5 to 7 hours and is using NVIDIA Optimus switchable graphics only. Powering all of this is a single 230 watt power supply unit. The 17G is 1 inch thick, weighs nearly 6 pounds, and snugly fits into my 16-inch laptop bag. Usability is one of the 17G's strengths. You'll get the great port selection carried over from their AERO line, including the Ultra High Speed 2 card reader and Thunderbolt 3, as well as a local area network, 3 USBs, HDMI, mini DisplayPort, and the separate headphone and mic ports. Great for content creators like myself who live the laptop life and the hardcore gamers who enjoy driving up to 3 4K displays. The Hinge is the absolute best I have ever felt on a gaming laptop. It feels up to a MacBook's standards, where it's somehow stiff, sturdy, yet easy to move. I seriously can't get over just how great this feels. Those who have this in hand will no doubt stand behind this as well. The Microsoft Precision touchpad is made of glass and has a built-in fingerprint reader for Windows Hello. Now let's talk about the keyboard. If you like or prefer mechanical keys but have been disappointed by laptop solutions, these Omron B3KL mechanical low-profile scissor switches will change your mind. With an actuation point of 1.6 millimeters and 2.5 millimeters of travel, the spacing and tactile feel of these are in a league of their own for laptops. Just look and listen to this. Oh, and the per key RGB is bright, uniformly lit, and has plenty of customization. Moving up to the display, this unit came with a Full HD 240Hz IPS level at 97% standard RGB, 326 nits, and is X-Rite Pantone certified from the factory. While I do enjoy the 3mm bezels on these laptops, that does mean that the webcam is going to be placed down below, and in this case, on the keyboard deck. I do appreciate the fact that we have a shutter. This is great, but with the microphones being so close to the mechanical keys, they're literally less than 2 inches away. You're no doubt going to be able to obviously see and hear this. But with maximum fans, that dual rate microphone is now this close to the fan solution. There's no doubt it's going to pick that up. So let me know in the comments below, what do you prefer? A more elegant aesthetic, or an improved webcam and microphone built into your laptop? Speaker audio overpowers the fan acoustics and is suitable for processing real-time audio. Have a listen. Fan behavior at idle is audible, and selecting the quiet profile brings it to near silent with short periods of slightly more audible fans. Nothing too annoying here. Maximum fan speed is there by pressing the FN escape, plus you can tune this somewhere in between within their AORUS Control Center software. User preferences vary. AORUS Control Center allows the user to control the wattage of the CPU and GPU in real time. Combine this with the fan control for maximum performance and thermal efficiency. This level of tunability has been on Gigabyte's high-performance laptops for years now. You can easily toggle on-off various settings, such as the killer optimizer, as well as limit the battery charge to prolong your battery's life. Gigabyte has their AI Gaming and Professional Plus, should you wish to allow the system to tune itself with Edge Learning via Azure. This will come pre-installed and can easily be disabled or deleted for the enthusiast who wants to tune their own experience. benchmarks, gameplay, and thermal performance. Everything benchmark related checks out, as these are pretty easy tasks to pass. During gameplay, I ran the AORUS 17G very hard like I do everything I test. With the maximum wattage selected, GPU performance is very strong, as the CPU has no trouble pushing the 2070 Super to 90 watts. There was no thermal throttling during these high stress tests. Gigabyte gives you the tools to adjust the wattage in real time. Lowering the GPU and CPU wattage independently is a nice feature that you'll rarely see anywhere else. Reducing the wattage by 10 watts on both GPU and CPU will reduce temperatures by around 6 degrees Celsius. Should you wish to run a more factory spec type performance, then set your CPU to 45 watts by selecting normal mode within the software and leave the 2070 Super at 80 watts. Thermal performance is now legendary when combined with maximum fans with little frame rate compromise. It's really nice to have this level of customization at your fingertips from the factory. Now, this being an esports driven machine, it basically says so in the label. Let's give this a go with some Counter-Strike Global Offensive and Overwatch. The end goal here is to obtain a high refresh rate to utilize the 240Hz panel and also decrease input latency while exceeding the server's tick rate. Look this up if you're not too sure what this means. This will give you the best competitive advantage when playing online multiplayer. From how this laptop is spec'd and marketed, it seems that is one of their goals. CPU performance is king here, so I will use the highest profiles to ensure the highest minimum frame rates. When you set up your gameplay experience like this, maxing out your GPU wattage might be unnecessary. Overall, thermal and frame rate performance exceeded my expectations. Here's a quick example of a scenario where we let the fans run at their default. The laptop is very quiet, near 40 decibels. Gigabyte places a thermal limit on the CPU at 90 degrees Celsius, whereas Intel's T-Junction spec is 100 degrees Celsius. This shows that they care about the longevity of their product. As a result, what you see here is a CPU that is power throttling itself to maintain Gigabyte's thermal limitations. This has been pretty nice over the last few weeks. As a Gigabyte AERO user for the last year and a half, I lived the laptop life, and that machine helps speed up my workflow because of its port selection. And the fact that we get all of that and then some in this AORUS is really something to behold. It is so good that the AERO laptop seems a little less significant now. And the fact that they have the class-leading mechanical keyboard solution, I'm not kidding, you need to feel this for yourself. If you would all want to try or love mechanical keys, this is the one you want. This is the laptop you want. And if this thing had a MUX switch, mission accomplished. We're done here. You did it, right? But their 17X has that MUX switch in it. It has 2 power supplies too, and it's a little bit chunkier. I say ditch that laptop and put the MUX in here and sell this as your premium 17-inch gaming laptop solution. Or just update this with the multiplexer switch and then maybe throw G-Sync in there to sweeten the deal, because wow, this is a very good machine. And I think a lot of other laptop manufacturers should buy one of these for themselves, because notes need to be taken. This is a very nice device in places that I did not see coming. All right, folks, that's going to do it. This is my in-depth review of this Gigabyte AORUS 17G. I'm Bob of All Trades, and I hope to see you in the next video.